Yeah, man, that sounds cool. I want to smoke one too, but don't tell my parents. I'm sure that we've all heard that at some point or another, or maybe you haven't. Or what about these? Butadiene, arsenic, benzene, cadmium, chromium, formaldehyde, polonium, and tar. Okay, I know that some of you are thinking that those are some really big words and don't really have any similarity to a discussion about smoking a cigarette that your parent does not know about. Actually, there is a link to these. Did you know that all of those big words are actually harmful chemicals that are additives to tobacco products that we use in our everyday life? Who would have ever thought that, right? Well, if you're using any kind of tobacco product or have used them in the past, the chances are you probably have ingested some of these chemicals. Listed on the AmericanLungAssociation.org website, you can gather the information on these. Some of these that we've heard before, and the chemicals are used for things like making rubber, preserving wood, metal used to make batteries, chemicals for metals and dyes, and we all know what formaldehyde is for. You get the point. Today I would like to talk to you about the tobacco consumption in the US and how is it affecting our bodies. Some people may ask, what is smoking? Tobacco usage don't just have to be in the form of smoking a cigarette, but it happens to be the most common and the most costly. An average pack of cigarettes is $5 a day. You think $5 a day isn't much, but you go 7 times a week, 4 times in a month, 4 weeks in a month, and the math gets pretty simple. That's $140 a month, and a whole year would be $1,680. And for those that don't smoke one pack a day who do smoke more, that habit is going to be very costly. Tobacco has been produced for hundreds of years. The tobacco industry has enormously increased producing mass amounts of chemically induced tobacco, and that tobacco makes you crave more. Yep, I said it, more. So who would have ever thought that it would be legal for a company to put such harmful chemicals in a human that would ingest or inhale? Money-making companies would be the ones that do that. They are there for just the money and the dollar signs. They do not care if it harms you or what it does to an individual. And actually, it becomes more and more difficult to kick the habit now since they have genetically modified the product while adding chemicals to make you crave it more and have a feeling that you can't live without it. According to the website tobaccofreelife.org, only 6.2% of smokers manage to kick the habit. That is an extremely low and very alarming number. That significantly says that out of all the individuals who consume the product, they almost all don't quit. So all together, here together, all of us, we're going to count out to 18. Everybody ready? You're going to count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Gosh, that seemed forever. But guess what? Did you know that while we were counting to 18, 3 people just died? That is, every 6 seconds a person dies from tobacco illnesses caused from consuming tobacco. The health risks that come along with the tobacco usage is a list that would take forever to name, but we can name a few. Lung.org has a few helpful and interesting reads about the health risk. One that we can start off with is strokes. Those are pretty common, but with tobacco consumption, the chemicals found in the cigarettes can induce neurological deterioration, causing the brain to abnormally function and potentially develop a clot, which produces a stroke. That can be very devastating. Coronary artery disease, the chemicals caused can increase your blood pressure, which turns and breaks down the vessels and wears out the function of your heart. This can cause circulatory issues that lead to all sorts of other problems that can hit anywhere from your head to your toe. Cancer, which is a very common one when smoking. The most common is lung. The tar buildup in the lungs deteriorate the function of your lungs, causing them to possibly stop working. And the chemicals also deteriorate the wall linings of the lungs where they cannot protect themselves, therefore causing cancer. Gum disease is a common one as well. People who use chewing tobacco can develop gum disease from the harmful chemicals that is exposed to the sensitive gums. Another is skin. Most people that smoke have some sort of different skin elasticity. You tend to see more wrinkles on smokers than you would on a person who does not smoke. And last but not least is COPD. COPD is an incurable lung disease that is probably one of the worst lung diseases that you can have. This too is a disease that is caused from smoking. The function of your lungs drop to half of the normal operating rate, and most people permanently have to use oxygen to survive. Those facts can make you cringe. They do me. After visiting the cdc.gov website, I discovered some more alarming statistics about the healthcare and tobacco relation. There have been $1.3 million received at the CDC to help in the aid of tobacco prevention. Another alarming number is 1.9 billion. Let me say that again, 1.9 billion. That is the number that was spent on healthcare related illnesses caused from tobacco usage. Don't that make you want to stop? Well, I hope so, because people who are tobacco users today have a hard road ahead trying to fight the overwhelming addiction the chemicals have induced in their body. The good news is there is still time, and there is still good things that can happen when you quit smoking or using tobacco products. An article featured by Fili Muhammad states that even 20 minutes after smoking, your heart rate and blood pressure drops. So imagine if you were able to keep doing that consistently to where you were never have to use tobacco again. It is possible. Can you think of all of the other health issues that you once had being gone forever? Sometimes this can be a sensitive subject, but I'm solely here today to educate you and to let you know the negative and sometimes unknowingly effects that smoking has on your body, family life, social situations, and most importantly, your health. If you would like to quit but not sure how and you need some more information, please go to smokefree.gov. There's nice educational and essential information to get you on your way to be smoke free. Thank you.